First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Rajesh. I'm having 10 plus years of industry experience, and right now I'm private means trainer in the industry, giving training based on industry experience as well as I'm a working professional as well. And I'm mostly working on cloud expertise like AWS, GCP, and Azure expertise I have. And my most of the projects are based on GCP only, and also have experience in Azure and AWS cloud as well. So I started my career as a data engineer, and slowly I migrated myself towards the data science field. So right now I'm a senior data science consultant. Okay, and also I have expertise in data engineering stuff. Also, I'm holding almost more than 20 certifications across all three clouds. So starting from data engineering cloud to the solutions architect plus data science generative AI certifications I'm having. So this is my introduction. Okay, this is a demo session. So I will be just roughly going through the topics and sessions like which will be means covering in this whole course so that you get the full clarity of this course content. Okay. So basically, the first will be the GCP AI introduction, like the overview of the Google Cloud platform will be going through. What is AI, artificial intelligence versus machine learning versus deep learning and versus data science, and also AI versus generative AI as well. Generative AI. How? What is the relation between these things? What are the AI applications present in the industry level? Okay, how those are being implemented? Those will be going through. Okay. Next, along with that, we'll be going through the introduction of GCP services. So first of all, you need to go understand all the most important services because it's not like you only need to work with Vertex AI. The Vertex AI is the unified platform where all the data science applications, generative AI applications are there, but it's not like you only need that Vertex AI service. Okay. Along with that, you need to know about the different types of databases, different types of storage systems, hardware, compute engines. Those things also need to be aware because behind the scene you will be using those to your applications. It's not like you only work in Vertex AI. For that purpose only, this course has been created in such a way that you get to know about all other services as well, which are really important with respect to data science project. Because you must know, right, for creating any solutions architecture diagram, not a diagram, the solution for a problem statement, you need lots of things. You need to networking things, you need to ingestion part also you need from different sources into content, connect and extract the data. Then after extracting, you do transformation and then you need to push it to your data modeling. So those things are there, right? So it's not like only you do the future predictions. You need to get that data first ready, right? Then only you do the predictions. So those things are also there. Okay, so that's why I will cover each and every services relevant for this topic so that it should not be blank for you. Like going forward in a project, if someone tell you use EKS, now you won't get confused what is EKS. Like means here GCP Kubernetes services, GK actually here it is. Okay, even GCP container services. Okay, those things are also there. Like Cloud SQL, what is Cloud SQL? So those things, I'm just giving a name. Basically, it's used for database part. Okay, relational database. So that way you won't get confused. So if you see the topics, like first of all, we go to cloud computing. Okay, setting up the account, how you set up the account from the very scratch so that you can do it by yourself also. How to set up your account, levels of GCP hierarchy we'll be going through. Okay, like project level, organization level, those things will go. Okay, who all have access and all. Okay, roles and policies will come over here. Free tier concepts we'll see like what all things are present in free tiers, what all things you can do in free. Like the GCP used to provide $300 of resource. Like using that, you can utilize your free tier until available. Okay, GCP compute resources means just like we used to create a VM, right? Virtual machines. Okay, so different types of compute resources are available using which you can launch your systems as per your task. GCP storage means different types of storage systems are available based on the use cases. Okay. IAM roles means whenever you're creating any services or whenever you are accessing between the services, you need to provide access, the roles. like which service can do what type of operation, read, write, or delete operations on some task or some level of data. Okay. So even the person who is logging in, so IAM help you what level of access that person should be having. Whether that person should be having owner address, or sorry, owner access, or read access, or edit access. So those things we can provide. So these are really very important. Access control is really very important. Okay, so it's not like we will just going through theory. We will see hands-on demo as few tutorials with proper tutorials. We'll go through, and I will show you the proper hands-on also how these things have been done. It's not like I'll just go through slides and all. I have the demo slides. I just show you. Okay, but after every slide, we'll see the demo of the service also in a proper tutorial mode. So it will be really very helpful to get the visual clarity also, like how to use that services. That will give you more confidence. Got it? Hands-on tutorial will going through of each and every services. It will give you more clarity. I would suggest to learn Python also, but I will teach you. It's not like you need to learn it by yourself. I have that course content everywhere. Two sessions, not two sessions. It's more than two sessions. One is basic Python setup and hands-on. Second is advanced Python, which is only required for your data science part because the data science solutions can be easily implemented using Python. Java is also there. You can do using Java also. But in Python, once you do Python right, you will get to understand. 3-4 lines of code of Java can be written in 1 line of Python. Just like in Java, I also have done Java previously. Like we used to write, start with class, public static void main, string args, and then you write the logic of system.out.println hello world. Am I right? So here, if you just simply write print hello world, it will done. No class, no function, not required. Class functions are there, but just I'm telling you, if you want to write print hello world, in Java, you will write 3 to 4 lines of code, but here you will just write print hello world. Print in bracket, in quotes, hello world, it will be done. That once you, I've seen people, even I gave training to other previous batches also who came from C sharp background also. Once they learn Python right, the way I teach them, they were really very excited because they were very much curious and excited. Why? Because they were thinking, oh, so many lines of code we used to write in C sharp.net, and here we are just writing 1 or 2 lines. So they are really very curious and excited on learning Python because it's not like I will go whole theory. The Python web fully hands-on. I will go. Python training will be fully hands-on, full in notebook we will be doing in full hands-on mode in real time. Okay, so it will give you the understanding of how the Python works. It's not like we'll go with the full theory of the Python. No, we'll go through because the programming concept you already have. So you don't need to understand the pseudocode algorithms. Okay, like oops and all, you don't need to understand because you know those things. You just need Python for syntax, like how the syntax are, how do you can define a function, how you can write a function, how we call a function, form a parameter, actual parameter, with different types of functions, objects like variables, list, dictionary, states, all those things will go in not 2 sessions, 3-4 sessions will be there, almost 3-4 hours. Okay. So here you learn the full Python as per need because if you develop a solution of data science using Python, it will really easy for you. Even the industries are asking for this one. Mostly they won't ask for Java or C sharp. Those things are also there. Even R language is also there. But Python is something which every industry, mostly 90% of the industry will ask in Python. Okay, the solution based on Python. So it will give you more confidence in your organization. Also, if you say, I know GCP using AI on Python language. So everything will be covered. Okay. Then again, after full level of hands-on, then again comes some other services of GCP. Like here, we didn't cover everything, right? We just covered compute and IAM resources, storage, those things we covered. Now again, storage, again, we are getting back to GCP now. Now in GCP, you learn about different types of databases, different types of GCP analytics, which data engine team used to use. Even you will also use for data ingestion part in modeling and all. So big data services are there. Okay. So here comes again different these levels of services and demo also will be there. Tutorial demo will be going through how you can leverage the services. Next, till here again, see how we divided this course. Slowly, we are initially we started with GCP introduction, then hands-on like tutorial demo and theory of the services, then again Python hands-on, again coming back to some other GCP services and walk through demos through tutorial. Again, we are going to some concepts. It's not like You'll put your data, you'll get the output in a prediction mode. That's not data science. You need to understand what's happening behind the scene. I've seen people, developers are there who generally just use the services. They just understand how to utilize that services through YouTube. They know, okay, here we just put the data, and this is once you click submit, we'll get the prediction. It's really not like that. You will be doing those things only, but you need to understand the data first. You need to understand how the modeling works, which are types of model we should select, whatever prediction I want, everything you need behind the scene. Then only you can able to use those services. Okay, because going forward, if a client or someone else asks you why you are using this model, why you are using this approach, you won't be able to answer. For that, you
Correct.
learn some theory of data science also. You're getting my point, right?
Yes, yes, it's correct. Absolutely correct.
So we'll understand the key concepts of AI, like what is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, the role of cloud computing, everything is a part of it becoming to generative AI part also. Okay? It's added over here, generative AI part under advanced AI techniques. We learn every topic. Okay, where is it? Yeah, here. All these are basic concepts of machine learning. And again, on GCP AI overview, we'll go through what all things are present with respect to AI on GCP. What all services are really important because previously we already have covered most of the services, which is really relevant for your project. Means for this course and the important services. It's not like 100%. We are covering almost 80 to 90% of the services, which are really people use. Very rare services are that we don't use, so we didn't cover. But that's fine. It won't be an issue. Okay. BigQuery also we go through. BigQuery is a very big like GCP based data warehousing service where you can write queries, query level to perform the data warehousing things, just like Hive queries are also there. Okay. Even in BigQuery, we can also write machine learning algorithms in a SQL query as well. So you know you must be knowing SQL, right?
Yes, I know. I know that.
Yeah. So in BigQuery, it's a SQL oriented language only, stored only. Using SQL, you can do also predictions as well without writing Python code. But that's a little bit complex, but Python is a little bit best. But they also have created a unique service called BigQuery to do stuffs using SQL.
Okay.
Next, we'll see lots of AI and machine learning APIs. GCP has their own APIs and machine learning codes, like predefined some models. APIs are also there. You don't need to do anything. You just call that API, put your data, and get the output. That we'll see over here. Okay, pre-built AI services. Next comes Vertex AI. Vertex AI is the main unified single platform where you will do the whole data science project. Everything generative AI, deep learning, machine learning AI, all the projects will do in this single service. It's a single platform. There you get all
Okay.
the features. Okay. We'll go through what is Vertex AI, overview, components, pipeline, workbench, how we do model training, how we do deployment, everything. Even other things are there like feature stores are there, data sets are there, everything will go through. Okay. This is really important. Means this is the main final goal of learning Vertex AI. But it's not like you directly jump to Vertex AI. I will cover everything before that.
Mm,
Because these are really important. Then you can able to understand what's happening in Vertex AI. Because in Vertex AI, once you see the walkthrough tutorials, once I will show you, you just see like we're just clicking here and there, dropping things and selecting, submitting. That's it. So it won't give you the clarity. Once I will go the behind the scene part, right? Then you'll get the clarity. Next, pre-built features and GCP means like here you can see Google Cloud Vision API means there's already a API is there. You get the endpoint also easily. What you can do, you can using that API, you can easily do image recognition, object detection means from that image you can recognize what are things are there, what are objects are there. Simply, you don't need to train that model. You just put your image as an input to that API, you get the output. Like what are objects present, it will give you the names, it will highlight the objects and it will give you the name. Okay, you have to recognize that image. What type of image is it? Or image summary, it will give you summary of that image. Text summary, just image summarization. Next comes the natural language API. Using that, you can do text analysis, sentiment analysis. Means you call this API, you put a paragraph, and it asks to analyze that text. Or you give a summary of the text. Or you ask that find out the sentiment of the text. So using a single API, like you're not going to put any data set. You just like an inferencing layer means already model is there. You just call that model, put your data, sample data, and get the output. Even you can do translations also. Even not only using translation API. You can also do transcript or transcribe, means speech to text you can do, even text to speech also you can do easily. Okay, so all these things are pre-built. You don't need to do anything. You just put your data and get out directly. Same way, data preparation and storage services are there. We go through how we can prepare the data, how we can store the data. Okay. Next, developing AI and ML models on GCP. Okay. So basically, see, this will do first, then comes into GCP Vertex AI. Okay, actually in the course when I will do that in the slides how I prepared. We'll do the developing part of the models first, then Vertex AI because it will give you the clarity. Means we'll do proper hands-on in Python of creating the Python model, AI models, and we'll do the predictions with proper coding. Like in GCP, you'll also get the chance to do this because mostly people use AutoML. There are two things are there in GCP. In every cloud, it is there. AutoML and custom model. AutoML means you just upload your data. You have your huge data. You just put your data, okay, and
Mhm.
the GCP will take care of the modeling part, like pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, hyperparameter tuning, everything it will take care on its own. Lots of configuration it will do on its own, and it will train the model and give it the prediction model output. So that's AutoML. You are not writing any code. You just upload. It's a UI based. You understand that? So most of the people generally use that, but it every time doesn't give you the better accuracy. To get the better accuracy, we go with custom model approach. In custom model, you have an option to write your own Python code on your own. Okay, and you do know you must be knowing Docker Kubernetes, right? You put your notebook and codes in a container, and you deploy your
Mm.
container through custom model. So for that purpose, nothing much. It's not that you have to go with creation of high level Docker image, push it to Docker Hub repository, and then pull it. Not like that high level. Very basic things.
Yes.
Okay.
How I can decide whether I want to go for the AutoML or custom model, basically.
Okay. Okay. First of all, you need to understand your business. See, in data science lifecycle process, you have
Mm.
to, first thing is you need to understand business requirements. Okay. If you see the
Okay.
lifecycle slide, I have it. In a data science lifecycle process, right? Basically, first is business understanding. You need to understand their business requirement. Then you need to gather their data and you need to understand the data, right? Okay. After that only you will get to know whether you need to use AutoML if it is simple straightforward requirement means if it is a classification type of problem, classification means you just need to identify whether it's the outputs are like cat, dog, or means just out of these two, then it's a classification
Mhm.
problem. Then you can say, or if the output is like in a banking domain, output is like let's take example, the amount should be saved in a person's savings account. Like in future, in next month, how much the customers will be there in your organization and what will be their account balance. Suppose you are going to predict the balance in the next month. So that's a regression problem because those are numbers balance. Okay. So that is a regression problem. So simple classification or regression problem can be solved using AutoML. Okay, because you can
Mhm.
understand in AutoML there is not having lots of advanced functionalities are present. You just upload your data, choose your target column like account balance or class type. Okay, okay, whether it's a long duration customer or short duration customer, you can also classify on that also. If those type of basic requirements are there, you can go with AutoML because you don't have some custom things or any complex requirements are there. Okay, then you can leverage AutoML. Custom modeling comes when you have some advanced techniques you need to implement. Like AutoML is not giving you better accuracy. Okay, you suppose you started with AutoML, later on you get to know that accuracy is not better. It's coming around 70% or 75%, but you need 80%. Your business told you create a model until it becomes 90% accurate. If AutoML doesn't satisfy the requirement, you have to go with custom model. That's how you should. Okay? So we'll see both the options. Okay. So custom model is most of the things people generally use later on. So that's why I will show you the full Python code hands-on of different types of projects like classification, regression, generative AI, even NLP-based application will go through. Okay, using these
Okay.
frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit-learn, Keras will go through.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
these are the very famous deep learning, machine learning packages in Python. Under this Python, lots of models are available. We'll go through. We'll cover almost the important models. Okay. So this is how you can train your model. It's a proper hands-on routine. Then comes hyperparameter tuning. We'll do hyperparameter tuning manually also. Even through Vertex, AI has its own hyperparameter technique. Now, what is hyperparameter? It's not like just like there are certain parameters in models, right, which we need to update. There is no hard and fast rule that if you give these numbers to that parameter, it will give you the best accuracy, nothing like that. Nowhere it will be mentioned. You need to use your own mindset or own concept using the best practices to put some values to this parameter based on which you'll get the better output. That's called hyperparameter tuning.
Okay.
Okay. Just like a function is having multiple arguments. Okay. In Java also, the function is having a multiple, I think methods. In Java, you call as methods, right?
Correct.
In methods also, you are having multiple arguments. So those you're just updating the arguments values randomly, not randomly, different approaches are there to get the better. We'll
Okay.
also see deploying models on GCP means suppose your model is ready. Now you want to deploy that model so that it can be used by end customers or end developers. Okay.
Hmm.
So in Vertex, I have option to deploy your model. Okay. Using after deploying the model, you can also do real time or batch prediction. Means you just get the endpoint of that model, you'll put your data and get the output in two ways. You'll put data in a real time in a streaming mode also you can do, or you can do in a batch, like you put a multiple data set together of your input and get the output in a batch. In real time, it will be like a quick real time mode, one by one. Okay. We'll see all the best practices of model deployment. Next comes model monitoring and maintenance. So I told you in the cloud monitoring, okay, there's the option in model performance monitoring also is available. Like you can also see, suppose while deploying the model, after deploying the model, you deployed with 90% accuracy, and later on, after using that model for many days, you are seeing based on new data, your accuracy is deviating. Like from 90% it's coming to 85%, 75% that way. 70% or 68%, okay, 10%. So it's deviating. So you can put an alert in monitoring. You must be knowing in cloud monitoring features are there, alert mechanisms are there. You can set like if your model deviates through this percentage, you'll get an email in your alert, in your email as an alert, okay? So that you can go and retrain the model to modify that model. Or you see some data drift. Data drift means the skewness on the data is getting increases. Everything I'll explain. How to understand the data, what is data skewness, what is data drift, how you can get insights on data, everything we'll see. So if any changes happening in the production level, okay, on a data level or model level, you can capture and get an alert also. That's the advantage in GCP also. Not only in GCP, every cloud is having. Okay. So that's how you don't need to sit in front of the monitoring tool and keep on looking the model performance. No, you can set your alarm as per your need, different types of alerts, critical alerts, so that you'll get notified. Simple. Okay, that will help you, right, as a DevOps person. So then only you should go and jump and do the fixing and all. Okay.
Okay.
We'll also see different types of scaling strategies. Okay, how we can do a scaling like scalability, horizontal scaling or vertical scaling. Also, we'll go through. Okay. Data security we'll see. Okay, how we can enhance, put some governance as well as security compliance on our solutions. How the data is at encryption is happening. How we can encrypt the data. Okay, it's not like anyone can log in and use. So there must be some encryption techniques. Okay. Next, we'll see different types of use cases, building AI-driven applications, different types of use cases in the industry. Okay. After that, we'll see BigQuery, and we already, yeah, BigQuery ML we'll see. It's a very unique feature which is not available anywhere in any other cloud. Only GCP is having. Using BigQuery data warehousing, you can do modeling using machine learning in a SQL mode. You can write machine learning code in a SQL query. Syntax is a little bit unique, you will find. Means it's a basics like select star from table name only it will do. But instead of select star from table name, the table name should be replaced with some model packages and all. So little sometimes it is difficult to remember, but yeah, once you get used to it, it can be. But every time people are not using, mostly they go with Python only. But this feature is We'll go through this. Okay. Now comes the advanced AI techniques like the generative AI part. We'll see different types of RAG approaches. I also show you RAG project as well. The techniques in GCP, the agentic part also I will show you. It's added in the tutorials. Here I can add it. Agentic AI, which is the trending. This also will see how to create projects using agentic AI using LangChain, LangGraph, and LangSmith. These are the important packages nowadays for creating any agentic solutions as RAG generative AI solutions. We'll see projects on this as well. Okay, or creation of any chatbot type of applications.
Okay.
This is a very interesting one.
Mhm.
Next, future trends of AI. We'll see how we can leverage AI and what are the future aspects are coming up in the AI. And at last, I will give you, yeah, here I will show you lots of projects that definitely are present. Finally, I'll give you an assignment, a full capstone project, end-to-end project, which you need to do it.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the whole course content. And these are the demo slide I've prepared. You can just have a look at it. Okay. Like overview of GCP, pre-built, what are things available in GCP, relation between AI, ML, DL, and data science. Okay. Footprint of GCP, like behind the history of the GCP. Okay. Cloud computing services will go through. Okay. Like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, of the software as a service will go through. What are things are there? Okay. Which are things you need to manage? Which are things managed by GCP? Okay. Setting up the account in GCP. Okay. Project hierarchy, like how we define a project. First is the organization level, then folder, then project and resources. We'll go through. Okay. How we can interact with GCP in a different way. What are tiers available in GCP? Okay. Some GCP basic services. Okay. Okay. IAM roles. I told IAM and roles policies will go through. Okay. Use cases of different types of compute services. These are the different types of compute services. See? Storage, Google's cloud storage is there. What are different types of storages are there? Go through. Okay.
Okay.
Then different types of databases in GCP. Okay. See Cloud SQL, Big Table, Spanner, Memory Store, real-time databases, Firebase. So these things are available. And when to use which type of database we go through. GCP Analytics Services is the big data services. Okay. Data engine, people mostly use these services. Okay. Now comes the machine learning on GCP. Okay. See in this AutoML I was talking about.
Okay.
AutoML, Vertex AI platform, different pre-trained already pre-built models are there. Even other lots of models are there. This is a new addition of lots of services has been done. We'll go through everything. I'll explain you from documentations and everything. Okay. AutoML, what is AutoML? Okay. AutoML versus custom training, which I was explaining. We'll go through everything. What are the difference between AutoML and custom training? Okay, we'll get to know the full clarity when to use one. Okay. AutoML services we'll see next comes feature engineering model training. These are very important part in model training as well. Means creating any prediction model. What is feature engineering? We'll go through each and every topics in hands-on. We'll see by taking some sample data projects of real-time projects only. I will take like whichever projects
Okay.
are having that are those are based on real projects only. Okay, like a
Mhm.
proper genuine data sets I will be using a real projects I will explain so that you'll get the
Okay.
full clarity of the real-time project. You can add in your CV also. Pros and cons of AutoML we'll see. Now the AI platform, the Vertex AI introduction, like what is the like step-by-step policies are there. Okay. The components, what are components are present, what are the use of those components in the Vertex AI platform. Okay. Some features of Vertex AI will go through overview. Okay. Like how things are working in Vertex AI, what are the main features and use cases of Vertex AI. What is natural language processing? Okay, how we can process our natural language. What are the pre-built models available? Okay. Next comes the data preparation, how we can prepare the data and all. What are the techniques needs to be followed in order to develop any AI models? Okay. Deploying, monitoring, which I already told you. It's like these are the sample demos slides. But in depth, we'll go into it. It's a demo slide, but this is my full demo slides where we have all the things and the proper hands-on things are also there. The proper walkthrough tutorials I'll show you of each services. Industry specific application we'll see like healthcare, retail, other domain services are there, domain specific, how they are leveraging AI in their solutions. Okay. How the business is getting transformed using the power of AI in GCP and the GCP part learning with how you can do your self-learning also through the official documentation, community, and online tutorials and courses are available, using which you can also able to learn some like backend stuff. And these are the interesting topics also we'll cover, like real-time use cases, RAG applications, walkthrough, fine-tuning LLM, what are the LLM models, different types of LLM models we'll be using. Okay, of free only. Like we have a portal, Grok Cloud is available. Using that Grok Cloud, you can easily access the paid models also, free models also, open source together and a free of cost. Like there are the limitations in the API, but that's enough for your self project. Okay, agentic AI walkthrough will go through, and some project will see. Also, I will help you with the resume preparation if required. Like just tips, extra bonus to this course, how you can prepare a resume for a data science profile. And also, I will share interview preparations, like what are questions you need to prepare for interview, mostly for if you're thinking to switch your career as a generative AI engineer or data science engineer, or as a data scientist. I will help you to by sharing lots of interview questions which are really being asked by the interviewer in this profile, and how we can apply in job portals, like what are the best techniques you need to follow to apply. So this is bonus actually, which I will be explaining.